Hi, I hope you have a wonderful weekend so far. Today is Sunday, tomorrow is Monday. I'm not ready for tomorrow, but I just want today is over with because it's been a long weekend. So my face is a little bit red because I just work outside in the garden and I'm all wet. I'm all wet. I'm all sweaty and stinky. But I don't want to go change and to do this because after this we're gonna go to Home Depot again and get more soy for me so that I can work for the next couple of days in the morning before the school start. That's what I have been doing for the past week, and it has been tough because I saw so much pollen outside in my face and my nose. My nose just keep have running and bleedy nose, and my eyes are buffy, and I'm itchy everywhere. I couldn't sleep. It's just the allergies, just not fun to deal with, and I just don't want to go out there. But today, I think I went out there and I put my mask on, so that's why you can see more on my face, and my face super red right now because I wear the mask the whole time, and it's super hot outside. It's 80 something. It's not bad. It's not bad. It can be worse than this. So I will take this on more than later. But anyway, I have yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I hope you don't mind with my outfit today. And I can see that I'm wet and sticky, so I'm sorry for this because I need to go after this, and I don't want to get to my clean clothes and then get dirty again. So I think you totally understand this. I don't have a big garden. I just have the small sections a backyard for the garden. Like we have like 12 boxes of gardening, and it so has so like I said a couple weeks ago, there's so many weeds, and I just cleaning it, and I try to learn how to clean organic way, and then I'm very patient right now, and I have so many plants that I need to plan out, and but so I have to be for speed up of doing this. I think this is the last round of me doing. I put a top of layer soils on top and then mold on top, and I try this new technique and see if I can kill all the weed and dealing with the weeds, dealing with the weeds less than that last year. Hopefully, I know we cannot get rid of weed. We always have weed, but it's like less, and I spend more time with my son and my daughter instead of out there and weeding every day. So that, but I've been preparing my soil before I planting my plants down, and that's it. That's what I've been doing. Now get back to the piano. The topic today is practice make perfect, and I think that topic is way too big and huge. And what people keep saying, like practice is the is the is the is the best thing to do. Practice make you better. Practice make perfect. Practice, if you want to be master of something, you need practice. And I always supporting this, especially for the recent years, for the past couple of years, when I run into the new thing that I've been reading and learning, and that what I learn, and I'm very supportive of this. Um, it's not like I haven't done it before. It's not like you haven't done it before. Whatever we want to do in our life, we always practice. If we want to be a cook, better rice, you still have to practice, and that is like that what it is. But like get that the small idea from practice cooking rice can transfer into practice a new habit. Create practice to create a new habit. Practice create the new characters in ourselves or in our children's, or practice the mindfulness and those kind of things, right? Because those are huge and big, and it's so hard to practice. That's why we when we hear that we use the practice word, it's strong. But to be honest, into the daily, every day, we already do practice all day long. Cooking rice, cooking eggs. If you want a perfect egg, perfect egg in the morning, what do? You have to practice every day to cook that egg perfect to the way that you want it, and that's called practice. And how do you practice? You practice daily, or whenever you eat breakfast, you have a chance to practice. So use at every little moment you have to practice that cooking egg perfectly. So the same way to create a new habit, we still have to practice on daily. We cannot say, oh, I'm done. I'm practicing this and I know it and I do it and then it's good. It's been 30 days. I'm doing great. So now I don't have to be mindful about it anymore and you just go on and then eventually you just kind of slip out of it. So you need to practice like daily. Is like for me when I'm thinking about to create a new habit is not like it's not like cooking rice and become natural because cooking rice every single day, if I say, okay, I know how to cook rice perfectly already. I don't care anymore. So I just do it and put the water in it. I don't care. But that's not true. Even though every day I cook and I want a good rice, I have to follow in step. I have to follow instructions. I have to make sure that the water in the how much rice I put in and how much water I put in have to be correct. Otherwise, it's going to be dry or too wet. So the same way, at that time when I do the cooking rice, I have the mindful. I be aware. I'm open. I'm say I remember the step. I remember the requirements, and I be mindful about it. I did not do it, carelessly or mindlessly. I don't do that unless like after 20 years of cooking rice, yes, it become natural and normal and I just know that's the line, just go do it with the line. That is the line right there and to do that much. If it's a little bit over, it's okay. But that's what it is, right? I'm still be even though after 20 years, 30 years, 40 years of cooking rice, I still be very mindful about how much water I put into that. And at the same time, when it's an old rice and new rice, it have to be less water or more water. You have to know your rice as well too before you cook the perfect rice, right? And can you do that mindlessly? I don't think so. Even though after 40 years, I still have to pay attention. But this is a new rice or old rice. If a new rice, I put less water. If old rice, I add more water in. And the thing is, like, even though different rice and different old rice or new rice, I still have to pay attention how much water I add more. If I add too much, it's become too much. If I add not enough, it's become too less, and it's gonna be like is super dry to eat. So am I cooking rice mindlessly after 40 years of cooking rice? I don't think so. I'm still being mindful of cooking rice. So practice the new habit is the same way. You cannot say, oh, I have been practicing for like 90 days already. I don't need to do it anymore. And whatever. And then I can go and do it. Don't worry. My habit is there. I don't think so. The habit is very difficult to form and you cannot do that. I don't believe in 21 days concept is it's not last. Trust me, it won't. 90 days is maybe okay. Even though after 365 days of practicing morning routine, I still out of morning routine like nothing, and it's hard to get back. So to me, the practice a new habit, and when you have the good habit, you have continue doing it, even though after a year or two or three. So don't tell me that you do 21 day and you are good at that, and you don't think you need to do it anymore, and then you're gonna step back to it right away. That's not gonna happen. I don't think so. So to do it, you have to be mindful, practice every day to create a new habit. And I have to make that priority when I'm doing that. I say when I'm doing the piano practice every day, I have to make a priority for me every day. And like for the past couple of days, the seasons is like crazy, and I'm super busy for the past couple of days. I said, okay, maybe I can being lazy and not doing it, but is that acceptable? I don't think so. But at the same time, is it acceptable? Yes. After the long week of doing and busy and carry so many hats at the same time, I have to say, yeah, you can give yourself a break, but continue doing that and say, okay, after 90 days of practicing it or 4 months of practicing it, and it's 120 days already. I can, relax and I don't have to do it every day anymore. That is not true. It's very difficult. I still keep my piano practice as a priority for me, and I had to remember that every day, and so I had to go sit down and do it. And my family had to respect that, and I had to make sure that this is my daily practice. And when I practice, I be mindful about it. I'm not just, I'm not just saying after 120 days I think I have the habit of practicing piano. That's not true. For the past couple of weeks, I'm super busy. Like I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, go out there in the garden and work with the garden for an hour and a half, and then come back in and cooking the breakfast and doing the homeschooling with the kids, and then driving them around. I have the new schedule with my family, and then go back home doing dinner and clean up and do all this thing, right? I'm adjusting a new schedule right now. So I must say, okay, I'm allow myself to not follow through with what I'm promising myself to do it. But it's acceptable? I don't think so. Continue doing that for another week of not practicing? I don't think so. So even though today I have the 30 minutes in the middle right now because I'm waiting for my husband to get to fertilize the yard outside for half an hour, 45 minutes. So I'm going to use this time to do this when the kids is very well behaved upstairs, playing so well and quietly right now. And I told them, I said, I'm going to do my piano practice. So they are very good right now. So I'm going to take this moment and practicing it for the next 15, 20 minutes. I want to practice new piece today because I did not practice for the past couple of days. And all the songs are good this time and beautiful sounds. So, and I have the new technique. So I'm going to take my time and practicing this for the next 5 minutes with you, and then I'm going to turn it off, and then I'm going to continue doing it. So, um, the video today maybe not good about the music, but I really like the topic today. I'm very passionate. You can see the way I'm talking about this. I'm super passionate about it. Is that, like practice make perfect, and I believe that. And we have to do it. And like if you cannot relate it to anything, you can just go back to the simple thing you do: brushing your teeth, cooking rice, cooking your eggs in the morning. How do you cook it? Make a cup of coffee. How do you make it? And how do you make it so perfect to the taste that you like it so much? You just say, perfect coffee in the morning. And that's what it is, right? So it is practice. And when you're doing that, every single time you're doing it, you're very mindful about it. So um, create a new habit the same way, nothing different. All right, so let's practice. I'm going to put on 15 minutes and I'm going to turn it off and continue practicing. So 5 minutes is over. I don't want to bore you with my practice. So I'm continue practicing this for the next 10-15 minutes and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully I will play better tomorrow. So for the next couple of days, I will continue practicing new pieces because they are beautiful song and I'm practicing with reading new way and so I want to focus on practicing new song and get better at this instead of going back to the old one. um, so that one thing I'm gonna see for the next couple of days. All right, so I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday night, a Sunday afternoon, evening, and be ready for tomorrow. All right, hopefully I will see you sometime and you're gonna join me and practice it together. Okay, bye.